let's take a look at the parts. As you can see, it looks pretty good. Looks functional. Doesn't look like there's any problem with it. Looks clean. Looks fresh. None of the pads have problems. None of the soldering looks fucked. There's no corrosion or anything on it, so that looks good. What about the little cache? Yeah, as you can see, it fits really well, and this is flush, and this is not the texture that is on my old console, and I'm pretty happy about it. I've been looking for like a very flush texture, a very slidey texture for a while now. And let's take a look at the shell. Now, this wasn't the best packaging, so you can see that it took a bit of hits left and right, which is okay because inside it's pretty well packaged. So let's take a look. So we have a whole lot of parts. That's pretty cool. We have, of course, the membranes. Here you go. To change the ones from your console. We have this pretty useless screwdriver, because if you do that like a bunch of times, you're gonna use custom tools. We have internal parts. This is supposed to be the cartridge shield, which is pretty cool. And of course we have everything that's like stickers, stuff like this. But the most important part is the shell. There you go, what a beauty. So as you can see, it's kind of soft touch. It doesn't slide around. The shell looks pretty good, not perfect. You can see like little parts here and there, it's not exactly aligned, but that should be way better than my current one. I don't see any major flaws. The inside looks good too, like it looks up to shape, you know, how it's supposed to be. No misaligned holes, no weird stuff. It looks good, honestly. It looks perfect for what we're gonna do. So, here's the screen. As you can see, it's pretty well packaged. It has everything you need. It has all the bubble wrap you would need, so that we're sure that it's not getting damaged. I would say they know what they're doing. Like, they really, really try to protect it and to get it to you in one piece, and that's pretty cool. Even including those little boxes, which are super cool. Like, I could definitely reuse this. Now, we're going to be using the backup console because I don't feel horrible about opening this thing up and maybe breaking it. And we're going to plug the screen in and we're going to check if it works correctly. Maybe just check the buttons. I'll probably do that with tape though. I don't want to be soldering on this console anymore. Well, not the Q12B at least, because that connector patch is gonna be super used. Well, not the Q12B connector that we need to get the light button signal, because I've been soldering on those way too much, and that's what broke in the previous console. Okay, let's take this thing apart. Now the hard part on this is always this ribbon cable for the screen, and it's very delicate. You have two little things here, two little studs that you need to kind of pull out of the component. Make sure that you're not touching the board with the tweezers, because you could scratch the board and that would be dramatic. So here is the absolute bare motherboard. Now we're gonna have to do a bit of tinkering to get the battery to connect correctly, and I'll only do this when I have the screen connected and the wires taped up. I have to go find the instructions online, which is a bit of a pain. Like, we had a little box and we had a little thingy printed at the bottom, and I thought maybe, just maybe, you could put the instructions there instead of me having to check online, especially for this, which I'm not sure it really helps me. Like, do I really want to know that it has PS1, PS2, and Wii digital HDMI? No, I can find that online if I want to. Okay, how the hell am I supposed to do this thing? This is supposed to go in here. Okay, that's the right way, so that's good. Okay. And there we go. Both studs in. Now I'm gonna have to tape this, and that's gonna be pretty problematic. I see that there's already some solder on the Q12B connecting pad. What can I say except... We'll see if it just works with tape. Maybe I should have done this before connecting the screen. Just maybe. I just hope we'll have enough contact for this to work. Okay, so now the battery should be in place, and if I switch, it works. It turns on. Does it get the button? It doesn't seem like it's giving any contact. Well, anyway, as you can see, the screen is there. It's bright. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks like it's changing brightness, and I think it's because of the button signal that's being sent randomly. I don't know. I'll have to check. We'll have to check once it's in the final console to see if this is still happening, because that looks very weird. Anyway, that's done, so let's get everything back together. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking idiot. Yeah, it works. The tinkering fairy came in and she delivered. We have here a screen that looks pretty good, although there was a question about this flickering thing with the lights. We also have a shell that looks absolutely mint, and of course we have our little USB-C charging ports. That looks standard. I hope that once it's built and assembled and soldered, we would have a perfectly working Game Boy Advance SP, and we should get there. I mean, it's not like the soldering is gonna be an absolute nightmare, right? 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 Yeah. Well, anyway, see you next time for episode 3. 3. That I will make whenever I feel like. Oh god, I've been procrastinating this video for around 3 weeks. They always include a pair of screwdrivers. I have so many of these. What am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna start a f***ing collection? A hardware shop? Am I supposed to make Christmas lights out of them?